Romanos glows gold, the kind of soft light that edits life into a rom-com. 25 years married, and I'm playing the devoted husband, Victor Wolf, raising overpriced champagne to a wife who now treats our vows like seasonal resolutions. Sabrina laughs at our friend Marcus's story, head tipped back, black dress catching light. Our kids orbit, Tessa with the cousins, Logan pretending he's above pictures while sneaking into them. I duck to the restroom to breathe. A woman, in a dark green dress, steps in like she owns the place. Alert eyes, no apology. "Your wife spiked your drink," she says. Small white packet. Dissolves fast. The room tilts. I ask the only question left in me. "You sure?" "She's done it before." A glance at her chunky sports watch. "Thought you should know." She's gone. Back at the table, Sabrina leans into my brother-in-law, Trent. Easy intimacy. I smile, lift my glass, and switch it with hers. She doesn't notice. 10 minutes later, her laugh goes loud, her blink goes slow, and she sways through a hug while everyone chuckles about bubbly. I text my college buddy turned PI, Dante Ruiz. Need everything. Sabrina, Trent, phones, hotel, car, gym, start tonight. He replies, ocean floor. I drive my drugged wife home, tuck her in, and sit in the garage with a yellow sticky note and 3 words that will save me. Don't react. Reveal. I hide a GPS on her Lexus, a recorder by her burner phone, another in her home office. If they want performance, I'll give them a closing night. Proof 3 days later, Dante slides a manila envelope across a cafe table like contraband. Once you see, you can't unsee, he says. Hotel receipts, same suite, Thursdays, 4 months minimum. Hall cameras, Sabrina laughing against Trent's chest, parking garage video, hands everywhere. Room service logs, champagne, strawberries, massage oil, cheater starter kit. How long? I ask. 6 months, maybe more. I leave with evidence and walk into Priya Desai's office, divorce attorney, surgical demeanor. We file clean. Emotions off, she says. Protect the kids. Move what you can legally move. Stay quiet. Let the facts talk. I can do quiet. I've been practicing for years. The brunch Sunday, my dining room looks like a Norman Rockwell painting that's about to catch fire. Family, eggs, orange juice. Trent's polo says, still reliving college. Sabrina floats in a dress that belongs on a reality show. I stand with a mimosa. To 25 years, I say. Glasses clink. And to the man who's been comforting my wife every Thursday for 6 months. Trent, how's the suite? Silence. Then pictures. I deal them like cards, 215, 223, 241. Sabrina smirks. Grow up, Victor. We haven't been in love for years. Drugging me at our anniversary? I ask. A flinch. You're uptight. It would have helped you relax. I slide over the filed divorce petition. Lucky I don't like surprises. Trent squeaks. Victor, man. I cut him off. Save it for your wife, Renee. She's crying, the quiet kind. Their kids stare at their father like a stranger. We spill onto the driveway. Sabrina's voice turns town crier. You're a safe bet, Victor. A paycheck. Women settle for men like you. I pop the trunk, pull out the suitcase I packed this morning, and the deed transfer I filed months ago in my paranoid phase. Not your house, I tell her. Mine since March. Sign, waive alimony, and exit clean, or we do it loud. Your choice. For the first time, she looks like the one who didn't study for the test. Aftershocks. The next morning, Tessa appears in fuzzy slippers, eyes worried. Is Mom coming back? Not to this house, I say. Honesty beats performance. The K. Doorbell rings at 8:15. Of course it's Trent, early to everything, even disaster. He tries the porch speech. Sabrina said we were roommates. She felt invisible. I clock him 5 seconds and close the door. Some men only learn from locked ones. Renee comes later, wrecked and real. I didn't know. I believe you, I say. We drink coffee in the first peaceful silence my kitchen has hosted in years. Priya files. Dante mirrors the cloud. I sleep. Renovations. Grief comes with a label maker. I box the staged photos, the decorative pillows, the investment vase that looks like a carnival prize. Tessa and I hang messy, happy pictures, pancakes that failed, snowmen that leaned. We throw a quilt from my grandmother over the bed. The room finally looks lived in. Mr. Okafor appears with jollof rice. Good men don't get left behind, he says. I nearly cry over stew. Saturday, my old crew drags me to community center, basketball. I sink a three I didn't know I still had. Being a point guard feels suspiciously like remembering myself. Renee starts dropping by with soup for Tessa's cold and steady conversation for mine. No declarations, no rescues, just oxygen. The invitation. An embossed envelope lands like a bad joke. Sabrina Hayes and Trent Riston request the honor of your presence at their engagement party. A note. No hard feelings, right? Closure would be good. XOXO. I feed the invite to the fire. Pit, where I burned her 6-page manifesto about boredom, pressure, and reclaiming her power, notably omitting the drugging attempt. That night, I mail half our wedding photo, her half, to the country club. Not revenge, punctuation. I post one paragraph to social. If your gut argues with someone's script, believe your gut. Peace isn't boring. It's oxygen. My inbox fills with quiet thank yous and whispered me toos. Final orders. The divorce finalizes on a Tuesday. Priya calls, clean. You keep the house, full custody of Tessa, retirement intact. She gets the Lexus and that condo she overvalues. Work gets simpler when home isn't a minefield. Tessa. And I learned to cook edible pasta. On Sundays, I drive to Winterglass Lake, breathe and practice stillness. Neighborhood gossip whispers that Sabrina and Trent are already fighting. Money, a canceled honeymoon, an ex warning the police about Trent's patterns. I don't chase it. I don't need a post-credits scene. 6 months on, Tessa leans, on my shoulder during a ridiculous action movie. You're happier, she says. So are you, I answer, kissing her hair. It's true. The static is gone. The house finally exhales. Renee texts a photo of Tessa, pushing her niece on the swing we built. I look at the note I keep in my wallet, the one I wrote the night of Romanos when this all began. She didn't break you. She unmasked you. You get to rebuild. Sometimes stories don't end with revenge or reconciliation. Sometimes they end with the truth and a quiet house that belongs to the people who actually live there.